The Galaxy Z Flip is Samsung's second foldable phone following last year's Galaxy Fold, but this one looks a lot different. The Z Flip has a clamshell form factor that makes it easy to slide the phone into pant and coat pockets. There's also a 1.1-inch cover display on the front that shows notifications and acts as a viewfinder for photos. When you flip it open, the Z Flip has a 6.7-inch flexible display that's made of ultra-thin glass and a layer of plastic. After using the all-plastic display on the Motorola Razr, I felt a wave of relief the minute I touched the glass on the Z Flip. It felt a lot smoother and high-end, especially for a phone that costs over $1,000. And yes, the dreaded crease still exists, but it didn't look or feel as wide as it did on the Razr's plastic display. And when scrolling through social media, I also didn't feel my finger dip into the display as much. But my favorite part about this phone is the freestanding hinge that lets you angle the top half of the phone as far back as you'd like. In comparison to a phone like the Razr, the hinge is a standout feature that makes me think foldable phones might actually be a worthy investment. For starters, it makes taking selfies a lot easier. All you need to do is prop the phone up on a flat surface, position the display, and wave your palm in front of the camera to trigger the shutter. Then you can use the bottom half of the display to scroll through the gallery while looking at your content on top. It makes it fun to look through photos with friends because it sort of feels like you're casting the content to a secondary display. The hinge also makes it a lot easier to video chat. Rather than having to prop your phone up against random objects, it feels similar to the way you'd video chat on a laptop. Social media apps like YouTube are also optimized for this specific form factor. So you're able to watch a video on the top half of the phone and then use the bottom to type out comments at the same time. As for the cameras, the Z Flip comes with the same sensors you'd find on the Galaxy S10 and Note 10. There's a 12-megapixel wide-angle lens and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens next to the cover display. On the inside, there's a 10-megapixel selfie camera. When the phone is shut, you can use the display as a selfie camera. Since the size of the display is small, it feels a little awkward to take selfies because it looks like you can't fit your entire face into the viewfinder. But in reality, the wide-angle lens is actually capturing everything, which you can see when you open the phone to look at the photo. So it might take some time to get used to. As for camera quality, the photos do look a bit saturated and the colors are really enhanced. But I'm someone who tends to over-edit my photos anyways, so for me, they looked ready to upload to social media. While I only spent a short time with the Z Flip, I loved its clean design that felt super comfortable to use throughout the day. But at $1,380, it's a little expensive for such a new form factor. It does, however, set a new standard for foldables to come. If you are interested in the Z Flip, it's currently available for purchase through Samsung. In terms of carriers, it's available through Sprint and AT&T.